Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial, and it is a Pinup Zombie for Darkestpassenger, since she is the only one that requested a look, because you guys all suck. But this is for Darkestpassenger, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks. By the way, I've already done my foundation and stuff. It's not so much about the actual makeup. The fun part comes later, so enjoy. Now the first thing I'm going to do, as always, we're going to be using L'Oreal Decrease for an eyeshadow primer. Always comes before everything. Always use primer. Unless you're planning on taking it off in like 0.2 seconds. But if you want your makeup to last, you should always use primer. Like so. Okay, so after that, going to be using this white NYX all over the entire lid, all the way up to your lash line. Alright, next I'm going to be using this is just Wet n Wild. I'm going to be putting this silver in the crease. I don't really want too much color, only a little bit. So put it in the crease so that it's a subtle, very subtle difference. And blend it down a little bit in the corners. Alright, next I'm going to put this white eyeshadow on my lash line, only on one side, because I'm doing something special on the other side. Okay. This is for the pin-up portion. Put it on the top too. Okay. Next we're going to take this black liquid eyeliner. Put it above. I'm going to use a mirror for this because I'm blind. Close-up mirror. Alright. Put it above. Okay, I did it on both sides. Next we're going to do mascara on the upper and lower lashes on both sides. Alright, so now I'm going to draw in my eyebrows. I'm going to do it nice and thick. You know how them pin-up girls like their eyebrows nice and thick and straight. Alright, so now I'm going to do red lipstick. Oh. Alright, so this is the finished pin-up half of what I'm doing. The next half starts with this. This is red eyeliner. Now on the side that we didn't put the white, we're going to put red along the bottom. This gives your eyes a very bloodshot look. We're only going to do it on one side. Now the next part is the really fun part, where you need liquid latex and toilet paper. So, my liquid latex dried shut. Okay, so we're going to open the liquid latex. And dab it all over, right wherever you want it to look like rot or anything like that. This is our zombie portion. As I said, the fun part. I'm going to bunch it up a little bit and stick it on. Okay. Should look something like this. I know it doesn't really look like much yet, but it will. Put more latex over it. make sure you layer it on kind of thick, otherwise it gets a little, it doesn't dry the toilet paper the way, or it doesn't wet down the toilet paper the way it's supposed to. Some toilet paper will probably pull off like this, which is probably good because you don't want that sharp line from where the toilet paper obviously stops. Alright, keep layering it on. And if you want, put a couple layers of toilet paper and a couple layers of latex, whatever you want to get the look that you want. I don't want latex in my hair. Okay. And we're going to let this dry. I'm going to do another patch maybe over here, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Alright, so I've done another spot up here. This one's pretty much dry, so we're going to get to coloration, because if we leave it like this, it just kind of looks like somebody shot a bunch of spitballs at me. So, it doesn't exactly add to what we're trying to do here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this blush brush, and I'm going to put it into the green. This is where it gets fun. Dab it. Now this is about the time when runoff really doesn't matter. You want to get some green in there. You want to get some red. Some red. You want a lot of red. You want to mix the two, make it look like rotting flesh, all that deliciousness. No, if I had coagulated blood gel, which I have to invest in sometime soon, I would definitely make this a lot more zombie-like, a lot more deliciousness. But if you want to make it a little more, add some green on other areas of your face. Make it blend a little bit better with the full picture. Now, you have to remember when you're applying liquid latex, don't get it on any area where you have a lot of hair, because it'll be like waxing in slow motion when you take it off, and it hurts so bad. I should know because last year we were working, in my class, we were working on burns and, you know, like special effects burns and stuff like that. And we weren't used to working with liquid latex, so we put it on our arms and we weren't thinking about it. So when we went to go pull it off, we had this big bald patch, and oh, that didn't feel good. Didn't go over very well. We learned our lesson from that. So I don't want you guys to learn the hard way, but if you've ever waxed yourself, then you know that when you do it slowly, it doesn't feel good. Alright, while that's drying, I'm going to put a little bit of this purple underneath my eyes, you know, for a little bit of a more sunken in look. Going to want to blend it down a little, you know, kind of like a black eye, I guess. Now if you get latex on your brush, I will show you, I'll add a little thing to the end about how you can clean that out, because latex on your brush is never good. You want to try and keep it from drying as much as possible, but I really can't help that at this point, so we'll work on that later. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I'm sure if I had better equipment I could do a lot better of a job, but for what I had, I worked with it. I'm just gonna take down my hair. If you guys have any other requests or anything, obviously, because this is a request for Darkestpassenger, I will do what you request. So, just keep that in mind, and Darkestpassenger, I hope you enjoyed this, and keep requesting stuff, because for the first request that I've ever gotten, that was actually quite interesting, and I enjoy doing it. So, keep thinking. Now, to begin getting the latex out of my brush, I poured some makeup remover on it, and I'm using the leftover toilet paper from my tutorial that I didn't get rid of to kind of wipe at it. Don't wipe at it too hard because you're going to pull out the bristles and you never want that. This is only to get the latex off. Afterwards I'm going to have to wash the makeup remover off the brush. And it takes the latex out of the brush. You just got to make sure you got it all, because you don't want it to, when you're actually like washing it, you don't want the water with the latex in it to come down into here. So when you're drying it, dry it upside down like this. It'll loosen up the bristles and it'll pretty much just destroy the brush. So I'm just getting the rest of the latex off. Just want to go like this very lightly, back and forth, so that you get in between. I got all the latex out. I don't know if you can see it, but I did. Afterwards, you're going to, this is actually Michelle Phan's method, and it works very well. You're going to take like a paper plate or just a regular plate. You're going to pour some dish soap on there, and then pour some olive oil on the other side. Use your brush, swirl it around in there, you know, make sure you get it pretty good. You wash it in the sink. It's really not that hard. And then you get brush guards, which I don't have. I just wrap a napkin around it really tight and store it upside down like this, because then it'll keep the shape and none of the water will drip down into here. You always want to store your brushes upside down. Oh.